Well, well, look who wandered back in. Either you're fearless, or your survival instincts are on vacation. And unfortunately for you, this is the wrong night to be stupid, because this weirdo doesn't just scare people, it snacks on them. It's a creature so endlessly starving that even a skeleton like me feels grateful I've got nothing worth eating. You call it the Wendigo. I call it the skinniest, hungriest supermodel the forest ever spat out. Before we dive into this one, tell me, would you answer a voice calling your name from the winter woods? Now then, let's begin. Long before horror movies, creepypastas, or your TikTok friends pretending to summon demons for clout, the native tribes of North America already knew real terror. Picture this: northern wilderness, old Algonquian land, the kind of place where winter doesn't just visit, it moves in. For generations, people living in those forests told the same story, not about bears, not about wolves, about something that shows up when things are already bad. When the food's gone, when the cold bites bone, when the human part of you starts wondering what your friends might taste like with a little salt. That's when they say the Wendigo comes. Not to kill you, but to offer you a deal. Here's the fun part, my little flesh bags. A Wendigo isn't born in the woods, it's made. The moment a human crosses a line they can never uncross. In the old stories, it didn't matter who you were. A hunter, a traveler, a villager starving through a brutal winter. If you turned to human flesh to stay alive, even once, even for a desperate little bite, you weren't just breaking a rule. You were inviting something in. The Wendigo spirit, and once it takes someone, you don't just lose a person. You gain a predator. Fast, silent, hungry. One Wendigo was enough to wipe out an entire village before anyone even understood what was happening. Now you mortals have very predictable fears. You're scared of starving. You're scared of freezing. You're scared of being alone in a dark forest with no signal and 2% battery. But a Wendigo? It doesn't feel any of that. It doesn't care about the cold. It is the cold. It doesn't fear the dark. It thrives in it. And it definitely doesn't care what snacks you brought in your backpack. Because a Wendigo doesn't want your food. It wants you. Imagine something as tall as the trees, limbs too long, joints bent wrong like a marionette someone yanked too hard. Some say it looks half human, half deer. Some say it has no face, nor just a dripping, hungry mouth. But everyone agrees on one thing. Its ribs show. Its skin is stretched. And no matter how much it eats, it never fills out. That's how empty this thing is inside. And trust me, when I look at a creature and think, wow, buddy, you need a sandwich, you know you've got problems. The Wendigo doesn't just rely on speed or claws. Its scariest weapon is its voice. It can mimic perfectly. A child crying for help, your partner screaming your name, your best friend shouting that they're hurt. Even your own voice echoing back at you from between the trees. Same tone, same breath, same panic. But real people don't repeat themselves like a broken voicemail in the snow. A Wendigo does, again and again, until curiosity drags you closer. Let me ask you something, brave geniuses. If you heard your own voice calling from deep in the winter woods, would you check it out or run for your life? Tell me in the comments. I want to know which of you wouldn't last a single night. There's one story northern tribes told in low voices because saying it too loudly felt like an invitation. A small settlement deep in the forest, cut off by the worst winter in decades. Food vanished. Children went hungry. Storms howled for days, shaking the walls. People could barely sleep without hearing the wind screaming like something alive. One night, a single scream tore through the blizzard, so loud it cut the storm in half. A search party went out. They didn't return. A second group followed. They found bodies torn open, twisted into shapes no animal could make. They sprinted back to warn the others. Too late. Because by the time they returned, the Wendigos were already hosting their own buffet. And trust me, you did not want to be on the guest list. You mortals are so cute. You really think you can fight things, but killing a Wendigo? Almost impossible. Its skin is thick, frozen, and harder than anything you've ever swung a weapon at. Knives? Don't work. Bullets? Adorable. Arrows? Please, don't waste your time unless your plan is to annoy it before it eats you. There's only one thing that works. Fire. Burn the body. Burn the hunger. But even then, tribes said the spirit slips out of the flames, drifting through the smoke until it finds a new host. So, good luck, guys. Now I know what you're thinking. Skelly, come on, big skinny snow demon that eats people, that's just folklore. Campfire stuff. Sure. Let me tell you about the first time I met one. I followed a trail of missing person flyers, deeper and deeper into the snow. The deeper I went, the quieter everything became. The wind died. The forest stilled, even the sound of my bones clicking felt loud. Then the smell hit me, frozen rot, old death preserved by winter. A scent so cold it felt sharp, and there it was, standing behind a tree. It stared at me, breathing slow like it was considering me. It leaned in, sniffed, and walked away. I shrugged. Yeah, no organs, no calories, no fun for you. So, I learned that night that I'm beneath its calorie requirements. Rude, but fair. If you made it to the end, congratulations. Most people don't last this long when a Wendigo's involved. Do yourself a favor. Don't go wandering outside alone after this. Instead, slip into the Curious or Just Foolish playlist. It's safer in there, probably. And if something outside whispers your name tonight, don't answer. I don't want you dying before my next video drops on Monday. It's a brand new creepypasta, and trust me, you'll want to be alive for that one. Sleep tight, little mortal.